Hello Jefesitos and Jefesitas, welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to be talking about aim in Valorant. Is your aim too shaky, too inconsistent, and too flaky and you want it to look like this?
Do better. My ult is ready.
Sova was left teddy. Last teddy last. Only Deagle.
Ew.
Teleport's ready.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Good stuff.
Wait, you're actually my goat. You're actually my goat. You're actually my goat.
Here I'm going to show you some tricks so you can get more consistent aim in Valorant. So what I'm about to teach you is what I learned throughout the years of playing this game and what helped me to get to Immortal 2. So first things first, I want you guys to go to your search bar and type mouse settings. Go to additional mouse options, go to pointer options, and disable enhanced pointer position. After that, we want to go to Valorant. So we're going to go to Valorant for a moment and go to settings and change the raw input buffer, change it to on. So now here, the issue that some people face is the sensitivity. How do you find your sensitivity? Well, there are many options to find your own sense. Okay, what we want to do first is go to aim labs, go to custom, sensitivity, we go to basic, click optimizer, and it's gonna give you a tutorial and we're gonna get the results. This is gonna be the sense that aimlab gives you, but we're gonna switch that sense to Valorant sense. We're gonna input our DPIs. So it's gonna give us the same tasks, but with different sensitivities. We also want to rest between 30 and 60 seconds between tasks, so we don't overdo ourselves. What we're going to do now is do the PSA method with this sensitivity, 0.62, and see how it goes. So first things first, we're going to do the PSA method. The PSA method, we're going to type our sensitivity. And we want to try, in deathmatch, for example, if I type lower or higher, it's going to give us different sensitivities. This is going to be the base sensitivity. It's going to give us the lower sensitivity and the higher sensitivity. You can try those, and once you prefer 0.13, for example, it's going to give you this sensitivity. If you like it higher, it's gonna give you this sensitivity, and so on. This is gonna be the sense that you want. So for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna put everything in lower, and the perfect sensitivity is gonna be 0.17. By the examples I've shown, this is how the PSA method works. We want to do this in deathmatch. Every deathmatch, you wanna try lower, higher, lower, higher. You wanna try all of these. Here are some settings that I've found on AimLabs that can help you get better. So for the targets, the target color, have it as the color of the outline of your enemies. I prefer having them yellow. It's better for me. And I also have it in yellow in AimLabs, so I can have the muscle memory. For the audio, I have it like this. You can have the hit sound to be something you're comfortable with. For the graphics, we want to have low latency. The frame rate limiter, it can be 20% more of your FPS. So if you have 240 hertz, you can have it at 300, it's fine. Or if you wanted to keep it off, you can keep it off as well. For the graphics quality, I prefer to have it fastest and everything on off. For the visuals, I prefer to have this like this, because with the shadows, it's gonna help you on some tasks. For example, the headshots, the headshot precision, it's gonna help you with crosshair placement, because you're gonna know where the shadow is and the head, which is the ball in the game. For controls, here's what we're gonna have as our sensitivity. And we're gonna want to have the sensitivity options as advanced. So we can have all of this. For the game, we want to have the countdown to 0, so we load up faster. And after that, you can hide your weapon, you can do whatever you want here. I honestly prefer to have it on, because since Valorant has the guns showing, you're gonna feel like you're somehow in Valorant with AimLabs. Try to keep it as connected as possible. So for the tasks I've done in AimLabs, where for grid shot speed, I do 3 grid shots and 4 multi shots. I do not go crazy, like by going crazy. I go, even though it's a task for speed, just go slow. Go slow at the beginning. Take your time. And once you get used to it, once you get the muscle memory, you can start going faster. But it's much better if you just go for the precision, because like I said, Valorant is more of a precision game rather than speed. After you do the grid shots and the multi shots, we're gonna practice our 180s and our headshots. So here on this task, we're just gonna do these 2, and we practice our 180s. And after that, we go to headshot. So we keep our crosshair head level. Between every task, you have to rest between 30 and 60 seconds, and during that rest, try to relax your hands, your arm, and stretch your wrist in different ways. So what we want to do now is find our grip. I'm a claw grip player, but there are different types of grips: the claw grip, the palm grip, and the fingertip grip. You just have to find your comfort and find the peripheral that fits your playstyle. So for example, I have the Lamsu Atlantis, which is perfect for claw grip. You always have to keep in mind that your setup matters a lot. Also, you need to keep in mind of your mousepad if you have a control mousepad or you have a speed mousepad. I have the Lamsu Atlantis mouse, which helps me with the claw grip, and I have the Saturn Pro mousepad, which helps me with control. So what we're gonna do now is find whether you're a wrist or an arm player. What I like to do is combine both, because playing with your wrist can actually lead to wrist injuries. So first things first, we want to go with your wrist. We want to go to the right. Try to keep it head level. Try to keep it as a straight line as possible. And go to the left. Try to keep it as straight as possible and just do this much. If for some reason when you do that you exceed the line, if you exceed this part, like this part, and you exceed this part, you might want to consider lowering your sense. Remember that this game is more about precision rather than speed. Now we're going to want to do it with arm. We do it with arm. If you feel like AimLab isn't for you, you can go on YouTube and look for FPSI training warm-up videos. And you're just going to have to follow the ball with your eyes. Just make sure to follow the ball, not predict the movement. Just follow it with your eyes. And do range and deathmatch. There are many ways for you to have a routine. You just have to set it yourself. You can do deathmatch between comp games so you can refresh your mental. You can do what I showed you. Go to aim labs in the morning. You can go to aim labs at night. You can do different variations. There are multiple or infinite ways that you can do routines. Remember that resting is very important and not overdoing yourself. So after we do the test, we're going to want to activate some settings. We're going to activate raw input buffer, and we're going to go to video. We're going to go to stats, and where shooting error is, you can either go graph only or show both. I prefer to keep it in show both so I can see it on top left and in the box in the top right. So after this, it's going to see when we're moving and shoot, it's going to go blue. When we're standing still, it's going to be yellow. That's precise. Yellow is precise and blue is not precise. So here we want to strafe, counter strafe, take our time. Take our time with our shots. And every single time we move to the left, we want to move our crosshair. We want to move our mouse to the right. Do the opposite movement every single time. When you press A, move your mouse to the right. When you press D, move your mouse to the left. So you can track the enemy. Also, another tip. We need to not have too much strength in our mouse. Our grip doesn't need to be, well, actually can't be that hard. You need to relax your hand. You need to relax it and let it be. Just relax it, because if you're going to grip it too hard, you're going to be very inconsistent with your aim, and it's going to make you more tired. This game is more about precision rather than speed. Another thing that helped me was going with Jet knives. She helped me practice with the flicks. And updrafting, if you're a Jet player, if you're a Jet main, this is gonna be perfect. This task that I'm doing right now, it's definitely gonna help you. Just aim for the heads and try to do as much as you can. So if you guys enjoyed the video and it helped you, please drop a like, comment what your favorite part is, what you want to fix with your games. Maybe I could help you. Maybe if you found this helpful or not. It's still highly appreciated that you leave your comment, because it's going to help me with the future. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and have a good rest of your day or night.